Hey guys, what we got today is Mr. Ford's DX90H VHP. He sent me a couple things on it, so I'm not even going to fire this up because one of them is in the amp board. He's got a, looks like one of the IRF 520s has a crack in it, he says. And if that's the case, most likely all four of them are gone. And we'll probably have to replace all four of them, so I don't want to fire this up so it doesn't cause any other damage. But what he wants is, of course, those repaired, and then he wants me to direct inject this model. Alright, fellas. Also the receipt, you know, the HiFi stuff. So, we'll be back with an update. Alright, guys. This is one of them 98 VHPs, and I tell guys this all the time, man, about these radios. I really don't like these amplifiers in them. They use the IRF 520s for the transistors instead of, you know, standard transistors, or they haven't developed a better MOSFET amplifier for these things, so they go out the cheap way. And as you see, and this is stock radio, I mean there's nothing modified on this thing from the looks of it. It looks pretty much stock. The limiters are even still in it. So, and I tell guys this all the time about these radios, but as you see, there's the one with the crack in it that he had pointed out, but then this one's got a big hunk missing out of it. Let's see if we can get a little bit more light on it. Okay, and then as you see the next one next to it, see that? That's definitely gone. And see that melted spot there? It's definitely gone. And every time on these style amplifiers, I always find that those four are definitely gone, and most likely these four are definitely gone too, and that's the way it usually works out with these. They're like a pack of firecrackers, man. Once one goes, they all start just going right after it. It's kind of weird like that. Especially because people, you know, they see the power drop, so they decide to key it again and key it again and key it again, and it just takes them all out. So, not a very well designed amp, but we're going to fix this thing and rock on with it. Some guys have luck with them, some don't. I've done repaired more of these than I can shake a stick at. So, alright, we'll be back with an update. Alright guys, just what I suspected. All of them are pretty much bad. I've tested them all. I've got most of them out. I've still got two more to remove, which are down here. But something that I ran across I wasn't paying much attention to because I thought it might have been solder. But it's not solder. It's the Teflon wire has been broken. It's all Teflon wire broke up. I don't know. This thing's had MOSFETs put in it before, and somebody was very, very rough with this amp. And most likely what happened is this shorted out. So I'm going to have to replace the transformer windings because of this. You know, that's just crazy. So, just figured I'd show that, what we got here. We'll be back with an update. Hey guys, we got all the FETs back in it. Rewired the output transformers. I still got to put the other boards on top of the transformers, the feedback boards. And we'll fix this one cap over here, and we're going to fire this thing up. And then we're going to throw the HiFi mods on it. Alright, we'll be back with an update. Well, we ran into another problem. I got everything buttoned up on it to test fire this thing, and this is what it does. Clicks right off. So, there's another issue somewhere. We have to find it. Alright, we'll be back with an update. Alright guys, here we go. We got her now. Bad regulator. So had to replace the regulator in it, and one cap. So that's what we found. But we got her working now. Working 100 watt slug right now, and as you see, we have a 10 watt key. Oh yeah, swinging to 20, and has variable power on it. So let's bring the power up some. I'm sorry, it's not power, that's the dimmer. That ain't worth 2 cents. The dead key's a little too high for MOSFETs. Let's bring it back some more. There's 40. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So it's not making real good power. So it's pretty much in stock shape the way it looks. Looks like somebody might have adjusted the AMC control up some. So, alright, let's get into this thing. We're going to HiFi mod it, tune it up, and do our thing. We'll be back with an update. Alright guys, back on the 98 VHP. We got the direct injected mod done, as you see. Got a ferrite bead going from the jack over to the switch. This is switchable, so you can go back to a stock mic and then coax down to the motherboard. We're going to stock mic right now, so let's show you what this thing's doing. Got the scope already set up. Gonna tone through it. Look at that. That thing looks beautiful, man. Looks really good. Frequency, dead nuts on. Oops. Now, what everybody always wants to see. 100 watt slug. Oh yeah. That's at a 20 watt dead key. Now, watch this. And that's all the way down where I've got it adjusted at. It's about a 1 watt dead key. Oh yeah. So as you see, it's about 35, 36, somewhere, something like that. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's at a 1 watt dead key, which is pretty kind of cool. So let's bring this up. There's 30. Oh yeah. So give me a second, let me get my bigger slug and we'll put in here and we'll see what this thing's doing. We'll be right back. Alright guys, now what we got in here now is the 500 watt slug, and we're still dead keen about the same here, which is about 40. Watch this. Oh yeah, 170 bird. That's badass. There's 50. Oh yeah, about 180. Wide open, which is about 65 is where I set it at. Oh yeah, still about 180. I wouldn't run it that high, but you have that option of going up there. I would say 40 is probably your best bet for them FETs. So, oh yeah, you can't go wrong there. Now that is just RMS. Let's hit the PEP mode, 500. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, 450, 460, somewhere in there. Not bad at all. Let's see if we can't get this meter to turn just a little bit so we can see it better. Oh yeah, my bad, 470. Not bad at all. And we'll take the variable up some. Oh yeah, as you see, it's still 470. And I'll yank the variable down. It might be 10 watts. Oh yeah, so as you see, it's 470 no matter where you put the variable. The only thing changes is the RMS. All right, give me a few minutes and we're going to hook up some HiFi. I'm going to stick these lids back on. And also, I've changed the power supply on my radio test station here, so now I can handle these bigger radios. So we shouldn't have a problem with there. I've got a 100 amp supply now. I set it dead nuts at 14, and usually they drop back. So I'm in the process of maybe putting a voltmeter up here so people can actually see that. But all right, we'll be back with this thing hooked up direct injected. All right, guys. I had to switch up cameras, but here's the 98 direct injected. I had to change the jack in the back because the amp wouldn't fit in there with the 1/4 inch jack, so I went RCA. It was just too long, it was hitting the amp board. But we got my normal test setup up here, my Behringer mic, the iRig, working stomp box. I didn't make no real adjustments or anything. I just put on the 959 settings that I've got. So that's what we're working. Amazing thing is I went this way and I've got a little bit more watts out of the radio. It's crazy. But let me show you what we got. We're still got the 500 watt slug in there. We're still in PEP mode. Hello, break, break, break. And here's the scope. 1, 2, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 3, break, break, break. Not bad. I could adjust it down just a hair. And then through to 2000 over there. 1, 2, 3. Hello, radio. 1, 2, 3. Breaker, breaker. Audio, audio. Break, 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 break. Hello, radio. So there you go. Direct inject, man. Worked out great. This is RMS. Hello, breaker, breaker. And we're dead keying probably 20 watts, so not bad at all. This turned out really good, man. Sounds really good too. So this is a plus, man. Alright, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and If this is something that you'd like to have done, give me a shout. We'll help you out. We did the HiFi transmit and receive cap change, did my comp mods to it, and direct injected this for Mr. Ford. So y'all have a super fine one out there. Old Stickman at the No Name Amp CB shop, and we're gone. We'll see you. Bye bye.